Let's go upstairs and visit Arhu, who will probably be in his cat form now. Yep. And he has a different voice when he's in cat form, too, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, he likes to be a cat. That's good. Good for you, Arhu. So now that the cat is out of the bag, what can I do for you? Let's talk about Source Hunter business. Let's discuss Jake's murder. What happened the night of the murder? Okay, so he just has rumors to work from. A woman arrived at the King Crab Inn after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor and was joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. Another figure arrived an hour later, headed for the same room, and then there was a thundering of magic. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the room, and he found Jake dead. And he's saying it was probably source magic. Who, in your opinion, are the suspects? There's actually a fair bit of detective work that goes at least into this first quest. And there are multiple ways you can go about finding the different clues and coming to your conclusion. So a lot of people are saying it's Esmeralda. Anything you know about the strangers in league with the orcs? Okay. Nothing really. Tell me a bit more about yourself. You prefer cat over your human form? Something like that, yes. Polymorphing has always been a hobby of mine. He's talking way over my head here. It's handy to speak in more than meows, no question. Opposable thumbs are pretty good, but he also likes being a cat. Well, that's good. Can you get stuck? I'm a witch. Maybe you should be careful around me. Maybe I'll zap you with cat power. Okay. Different subject. I think I can trade with him. Yeah! Oh yeah, and he's got a lot of interesting skills. One of which... If I can get Midnight Oil. How much is that going to run me? 594? Alright. I think different vendors will pay different prices for different goods. But I don't know if I want to spend all my time running around finding out where I can sell things for the most value. Repair hammer, identifying glass, those are all good things to have, but I don't really have a lot of cash on me right now. Oh yeah, and you can trade with different characters, and if they have different, you know, different skills, you might be able to trade for more or for less. So that's always something to consider. You'll want to have like one character who is buffed up in all of the tradery nonsense, etc., etc. Oh yeah, and each character also has their own stockpile of gold. That's fine. Your offer insults me, I'm sorry. I'll give you some gold. That's better. I'll take my leave. So, does anyone have... What is it? Is it under personality? Yeah, bartering. Whatever. I'll make Sir Goofball my bartering character. Now, where's that Midnight Oil skill book? Here we go. Yes. Okay. Now we can make a puddle of oil on the ground, which we can then set on fire, which is an extremely useful way to deal with groups of enemies, create choke points, etc., etc. Bag of holding? Maybe. Okay, so you've got 311 gold, you've got 200 gold. We're just gonna put everything into one pocket. There's a golden grail. Don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. And you don't need that. You also don't really need that, but no biggie. I will give you this unidentified armor, though. Or maybe we can get that identified here, even. Arhu, can you do a thing for me? Stop licking your balls and help me out here. Back again! How much is it going to cost me to identify this? 24 gold. Yeah, that would be just peachy. Ooh, that's pretty nice. One less armor rating than the plate armor, but it gives 10 air resistance and 15 HP. Not bad at all. I think, yeah, we had the hammer to trade as well. And I'm going to buy repair hammer. Oh wait, we had a holy grail somewhere in here. No, it was just a golden grail. Not quite holy. There we go. Now I'm going to actually get some money back. That takes blacksmithing skill.
Bye.
Do you have any blacksmithing skill? I don't think so. No. Oh shoot. Apparently apparently she ended up going romantic a little bit, so she lost her crafting +1. Dang. Oh well, we'll just have to buff her crafting at some point. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Give me a little more money, and we will be off.
Bye.
Oh man, if I could sell that guy catnip, we would be best friends.
Now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been
Give our buddy here a heal.
disfigured for life.
Oh, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Darius. She bit me in the
Alright, Miss Mari, thanks for coming to the stream. I hope you feel better.
Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
He'll be released yet. The beast looks
Right.
rabid.
Oh, there's so much going on.
Pleasure of putting her down yourself.
Salutations. I'll take my leave.
Bye.
Can go in here, though. Bark, bark, bark. Wait, why am I controlling Lady Dingy? Whatever, we'll just have them conflict for the hell of it. Wait a minute, I don't want to see this poor chicken here slaughtered. I want him free. Free! Free! Yeah, we're gonna have an argument over this chicken now. Do we want to really be a thief? Look at that cute little beak. Can you really condemn that face to the cleaver? Alright, it's a battle. And I'm on her side again for some reason. I don't really get this, but let's start out with paper. Usually a safe bet. And then I think it's... yeah, here we go. Here we go. I've got the rhythm down. Yes. With paper again? Oh no. So you can kinda figure what the other one's gonna do, but there's always a chance they'll surprise you. We're gonna do as Lady Dingy says. Did the chicken just say I thought I could trust you before it was cleaved into bits? That's it's harsh. I didn't even get to talk to it first. Wow, that is a red outfit. I guess they all have pretty red outfits, but that just looked especially red to me. Sure, next time the dialogue comes up... Oh hey, we're warm because we're near a fire. Warm... What is it? I think it gives you less resistance to fire, but more resistance to water. Yeah, and if you're warm, another stage up in heat will set you on fire. Sweet, another waypoint. There's those magical ballista that Arhu was talking about. What do we have over this way? Not a whole lot, that's just going to take us back into the Legion area. Red and white are the colors of your high school? Yeah, there's a lot of depth to this game that I have not plumbed just yet. Well, there's the graveyard. We will definitely be coming back here later, but for now I'm just going to leave it be, mostly. The crafting system, yeah, it is pretty interesting. It's kind of reminiscent of Arx Fatalis in that it's very much about knowing what to combine with what to get certain effects. Not so much just like clicking a recipe out of a list and being like, I want to make this item.
Spotted something interesting.
What did you spot? A moonstone. Cool. Lucky find. Don't worry, we will definitely get to desecrating the dead. It's actually an important part of the quest line. I mean, if you take that route. Because like I said, there are multiple ways to go about discovering the truth. Or perhaps you'll discover a lie. Who's to say? What's this place? Cecil's living quarters. Town hall bathroom? Okay. Nothing in there. Aha! This is the inn. You can tell because it gets really loud with voices. You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the Source Hunters, are you not? Da-da-da-da-da. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It's more than delight. It's an intervention of fate. Yes, and the most intriguing opportunity I have for you. And you are? Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what I used to be, that is. A man of medicine. Da-da-da-da-da. He keeps on talking. This guy's basically just trying to... You know, I don't precisely remember. Let's learn about this opportunity that he mentioned. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. The full extent of da-da-da-da-da. I'm talking all the time. Let's see. What is his question? Do you like adventure? Of course I do. Yeah, he's totally trying to sell us something, you can tell. Don't you sometimes wish you could earn more? Well, I can't say that I haven't. Oh, and I think Lady Dingy actually had an opinion there, which we skipped over, because, I don't know, the portraits don't really update for who's talking properly, which is a little strange. Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss? Is it better to lead than follow? I don't know. I don't know. There's no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust. Ah, okay, so this is Lady Dingy talking. You'll always stay menial with that attitude. Just what those trusted masters want. Yes, we are disagreeing. He's noticed this. He's a sharp one. Okay, so what are you trying to sell us here, buddy? Ah, join the Fabulous Five. Are we going to be the Fabulous Seven if I join? You're not worried about the undead? Five see no problems, they see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold, dead rocks. Okay, tell me more about the Fabulous Five. Oh, I just love them. I love everything about them. They're the best. Better than the best. They're the best of the best. They're the best times 10. That's basically what he's saying. So what is it that the Fabulous Five actually does? Yeah, okay. Join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. We get the title of a knight. We get a contract. And once the job is done, I shall see to it you get a fair share of the reward. Uh-huh, I really believe you. And if you sign up more people, you can have underlings, and then you'll get part of their, whatever they make. You know, it's one of those old pyramid schemes. No, seriously, that's exactly what this is. That, he just keeps on talking. Work hard to fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, new suckers, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You know, I'm just going to go for it because I don't think you actually lose anything from joining the Fabulous Five. Oh no, let's see if we can have a disagreement here. Okay, so yeah, Sir Goofball doesn't want to, Lady Dingy wants to. I'm trying to get you out of a bad deal here, don't you see? And she says, I've always wanted to join a real guild. Indulge me, okay? Alright, Marina, it's your chance. This is your time. You get to choose the rock, paper, and skizzers. Probably be like a couple more seconds until things catch up. Ah, there we go. What shall we start with? We're going to start with paper. Always a good choice. It's just psychology, because paper, it seems like the weakest of them all, so it's like the least likely that people will actually choose first. Now do rock. Okay. Bam! 2 for 2. What's next? Two more wins and Sir Goofball gets his way. Paper again, okay. Haha! Well done. Just one more. One more and we win. And then we don't join the Fabulous Five and miss out on probably nothing at all. And now scissors. Oh ho ho! Lady Dingy is making a comeback. Come on, you gotta choose one. Scissors again. Yep, that was it. Sir Goofball won this argument. Oh, how frightfully disappointing. How illogical and short-sighted. To deny the Fabulous Five, it is a crime against reason and humanity. Opportunity knocks and you close the blinds. A lackey's life is yours, and by choice too. So long, fare thee well, though you won't. No, like, you don't even have to apologize. Twitch just lags. It's inedible and inevitable and untenable. You almost had a flawless victory, but since we have Pet Pal, let's speak to Unsinkable Sam, the cat. Meow. Never saw you in the King's Crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back. Who are you? Why, I'm Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since. You were the only survivor? So I was. What friends I had, they drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Also ineffable, yes. Very good. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty, most folks will pet me kindly, and one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there's no one like Maxine. Tell me about this ship. Magnificent ship, used to belong to a pirate, I was told. And she sunk. Yep. Okay. Oh, because the lighthouse was out. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than Fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. Tell me about Maxine. Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. When I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I've serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts, but for some reason she is not to be swayed. What's your take on the undead? Okay, the undead are not interested in cats. But doesn't mean the cats like them. What about the orcs? Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all. So yeah, cat quests, which you cannot get without Pet Pal. Okay, these are more members of the Fabulous Five, who we're just going to ignore. There's Medora, who is another person we can get on our team. She is an ex-source hunter, who's a little bit crazy, but really good in combat and generally pretty fun to have around, so we might pick her up later. Right now I just want to wander around the city, us two, and we're going to go in the cellar, because why not? We've got to talk to all the rats.
Squeak, this swill is disgusting. The folks in Hunter's Edge make the best whiskey in Rivellon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Also, I don't know why the rats keep healing themselves. It's really odd to see. Not that I'm saying they shouldn't. I mean, rats have the right to live long and healthy lives just like anyone else. Just didn't expect them to have such magic in them.
Squeak, folks say it was Esmeralda who killed Counselor Jake, but I didn't see her here the night of the murder. Then again, she might have just gotten a new pair of shoes.
Goodbye.
Seriously, if I could just, you know, do my investigation entirely by talking to rats, that's what I would do. Also, there's something over here. I think I'm going to go ahead and check out what it is. Kaboom! The rats are master sorcerers.
Forward. Our enemies have laid a trap.
Trap. Ow. Shit. Oh, damn it. Oh, goodness. Okay. Should not have walked into that room. A little bit of a mistake on my part. And my healing's still on cooldown. I guess that's just going to keep igniting and exploding and poisoning. Might blow up the chest eventually. Okay, we're just going to leave that be for now. Get back on our quest. If anybody asks why we are in extreme pain and fire, just don't tell them anything. Alright, Legionnaire. I've spoken to Arius. Let me inside, please. Sweet. We get to go to a murder scene. Oh man. Look at this. Look at that. Whoops. And now we get the Munchkin song for some reason. By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? What are you doing here? Where the very stars come to die. Who are you and where have you come from? We're source hunters from the realm of Rivellon. Are you indeed? Then let me tell you, hunters of the source, that you have strayed far, far from home. Far in space and time. How, I wonder? All we did was approach a strange stone. It shone with a blinding light, then whirled us away. A stone, you say? Could it be? Could I have been right all along? This stone, what was it? Was it bright and beauteous as a diamond? But did it glow softly deep down in its heart, as if a soul dwelled within? Basically, Starstone it must be! For centuries it slept, this bounty of the heavens, but now it is waking, and it has brought its awakeness here. All was dark and all was still, as it always has been and always would be, or so I thought, so I feared. But then the runes around me began to shimmer, shine, and dance like fair-winged fairies roused from slumber. Starstone, could it be the key after all, and you its wielder? Things of light to unlock the darkness, lead us to realms forbidden, where salvation may yet be found. Yeah, start making sense. I know, Zigzax is pretty awesome. He's a little pink imp in a frilly outfit. What's not to love? Oh, I've been making sense all along, my friend, though I didn't even see it. See, that is what you must do. Approach the looking lens and behold, if you dare, the darkness before which even the cosmic shadows flee in terror.
No, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Yep, that seems like a thing we should do. So if we look through the looking lens, you can see it's kind of dirty around the edges, but there's also this vortex of light and doom. Oh, and we can go through a portal now. Or we could try and steal things. Oh, 251 gold! Freaking sweet! There's also these empty bottles we can pick up, but I don't think they actually do anything. Same with these pillows over here. What's that? Ooh, there's sweet beer and wine. Not a big deal right now. Let's talk to Zigzax. You looked through the looking lens. You saw. Terrifying, isn't it? So much to see, so much to discover, and so little time to do it in. I know a bad omen when I see one, and that one takes the cake. Oh, were it that it was only the take that it took. No, tea time would be the same, but at least tea time would still come around. This maw of darkness, it consumes time itself. I could totally make a pillow for it, Earth Machine. I just need more pillows. Yes, Starstone Starter, you have just witnessed the end of all. The maelstrom that, like a carrion eater, is devouring the carcass of creation. Space and time have lost all meaning, for they are falling prey to the void, and in the void there is no existence. I did not inflect that correctly. A bleak prospect indeed, and yet you do not seem to despair. I did despair, for the longest of times I did. Eons upon eons I have traveled through the reaches of time, through the rifts that lead to worlds unimaginable, hoping to find something, anything that could put a stop to the maelstrom. That is how I found this place, and I knew that it was here the answer must be hidden. It teems with mystery undiscovered, with power that is limitless, yet out of reach. Until you came along, the ones who contain the Starstone. You have drowned my despair, you whom I believe can end the end of time. I think it's time to tell us who you are. But of course, I am Zigzax, the Imp Historian, tasked by the gods to write the history of all creation. Faithfully have I fulfilled my task, and would have done so perpetually, until one day I saw that time will end. Impossible, I thought. Inconceivable! For the gods had told me that their work was infinite both in date and in distance, but my eyes did not deceive me. When the maelstrom I beheld, time would end. I would end. All would end. No, I cried. Never! I shall save time if it's the last thing I do. So far my efforts have been in vain, but you, as the saying goes, are the hope that springs eternal. Okay. Connect the dots for me. To claim I can piece this puzzle together would, at this stage, be premature and insincere. Let me summarize the facts as clearly as I can see them. Here we are, in a fragment sliver of space, which happens to be the only spot in all the universe where one may directly observe the void. A portal flanks the looking lens, but until now it was inert. The rune stones that adorn it are special, which led me to believe that they were somehow linked to the Starstone. Starstone, though, always remained as useless as a pebble, dead rock of no consequence. Its secrets remained off-limits to me. You, however, make the souls inside the Starstone spring to life, and thereby you are activating portals to new, previously forbidden areas in this strange dimension. I do not know where they lead, but I am convinced they will steer towards a solution, to a continuance of time. How did you get here? Oh, this is going to tire me out if I read all this dialogue. Ah, well you see, one of my travels I found a runestone in the deep demonic dungeons that hide from daylight far beneath the surface of horror-haunted Nemesis, a plane of frightful perversions. I read the rune and it brought me here, this sad little realm that is no more than a morsel at the edge of the all-consuming abyss. Ever since it has been a place where I've found shelter, a home even, though it shares its dominion with that terror of terrors that is the void. So there you have it, the homestead on the shelter plain at the end of time. Welcome be, my friend, welcome be. Splendid idea. Later we can talk till the Tals call house. Right now we should investigate the portal. Where, oh, does it lead, I wonder? Alright, let's walk through the portal. Okay.
Where on the world are we?
We are not in the world at all.
Indeed, Sir Goofball. Look at that. Inactive portals everywhere. There's actually lots of inactive portals over here, too. But, I mean, they're inactive, so we're just gonna skip past that for now. What we're not gonna skip past are all these vases with potential loot in them. Come on, one of these... I thought one of them would have gold. Look at this guy. He has all the elements except poison, unless that comes out of his butt. I don't see any green clouds here, so... Also, I think I've been missing, like, important dialogue that Imp's been talking about. Ah. I've tried every imaginable tongue, from Dwarfwegian to Lizardese, but this woman simply won't budge. Maybe she just doesn't like the look of a refined, impish face like mine. Perhaps you'll have better luck, but please do report back when you find Source Hunter. What? No, I want to be in control of our guy here. So this is neat. It's the Tapestry of Time. Again, like, if you read The Wheel of Time, this is all vaguely familiar to you. Let's talk to the lady. So she's just doing her thing, weaving the tapestry, no notice of anything, until I speak. At first it seems this taciturn woman will continue to ignore your presence, but then she suddenly glances at you and her eyes go wide with surprise and wonder. Her lips move ever so slightly, and when she speaks, her voice appears to reach you from an untold distance, whispers wrestled from oblivion. I am Time, the weaver of time. In the ethereal threads of eternity do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions. The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, but the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Do you mean to tell me that I'm not featured on the canvas of time? I do not mean to, but is the only thing I can do. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness, perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. How can I redeem time if you say I'm not even a part of it? I think that perhaps you can redeem time because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know then that no longer I did weave. I sat here, at the precipice of ages, and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. Quick saves, exactly. Again, more shades of Arx Fatalis. But suddenly there was you who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of the stars, they placed new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerge and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry, and because you give Starstone energy, you are creating time. These Starstones, please seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone. There are many questions I have for you. Oh my god, more dialogue. Oh, it's great, it's so well written, but I just can't handle reading everything out loud all the time. Goodness gracious, golly gee. Oh. Well, I already know who she is. Okay, why do you talk not to the Imp Historian? I do not usually talk. Come to think of it, when I addressed you was the first time my voice was ever invoked. I have no need of conversation like I have no need of air or appetite or affection. All I need and all I am is time, and time is running out, unless you remedy its declivity. You I talk to, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Oh, I'm gonna need some coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna stop reading now. Most of this is just extra flavor text to what she's already said. So I will have to leave it on you to read this, if you wish. I'll try and give you enough time, because I'm also going to be reading it myself. Let's change the subject. I'll take my leave.
We should tell the imp the Weave's tale.
Now we get to talk to Zigzags again. He was right there, but he didn't even know what was going on. Better than the source port for Arx Fatalis, there's just like an engine upgrade made by fans, which makes the game run a lot better on modern systems and prevents some lag and crashes. It might be Liberatus, I'm not sure. Okay, so I talked to the Weaver of Time. She said I should look for Starstones. As surely as Zix comes before Zax, I knew it. The plot chickens. Okay, let's work together, Mr. Imp. We're gonna get a rune stone and a precious little pyramid. The rift will bring you back and forth from Rivellon, and the pyramid has a twin. Find it and you'll see just how handy these twins can be. Yeah, I mean, it's still inherently janky just because of how the game is made, but it'll at least be a little less so. Whoa. Oh, my brain's getting overloaded here. He's already told me who he is. I'll take my leave. Okay, so, runestone. It is somewhere in my pockets. I'm going to start... Let's see. I'm going to start putting my various crafting bits and bobs in here. Food. Food I'm going to give to the Lady Dingy. Wait, is that a food or an ingredient? That's an ingredient. If I don't do this, then things are going to start to get really confusing when I need to actually look for items, which is already happening. can have a cup of tea and another cup of water. You can go in there too, and you, and you. I don't know what that empty honey jar does. There we go. We have a little more space now. Sort by weight. Whew. Alright. Alright. Can I repair shit right now? Repairing failed. Repair level too low. I think I reduced the overall durability of that item. I don't even remember what it was at before. Oh well. We'll work on that.